Today we're out with the West London Classic Ford crew, laying rubber in the petrol station. A Z-Tech turbo lump. I'd love for Heidi to look this good one day. Disc lock, a must with these cars. It's even got a CB radio. It's just going rusty. A pair of fishnet Recaros. Loving the colour-coded rocker cover. Absolute weapon. Hello and welcome to this video. I'm Mk2 and today you join me from a random petrol station somewhere on the outskirts of West London. I'm here today with my beautiful girlfriend Kat and my moredoor Mk2 Escort that I like to call Maude. And as you can see in this car park, we've got a wide array of cool cars because today we're out with the West London Classic Ford crew. This is the rendezvous point where everyone meets up, and soon we're going to be heading out to a Harvester's. And yeah, we'll get a closer look at all the cars when we get there. But look who else has come out today. Jonathan with his Z-Tech powered Mk2 that I've featured on the channel very recently. Definitely go and check out that video if you haven't already. But yeah, it's good to see so many people coming out, especially seeing as it is technically still winter. Right, time to head out. People laying rubber in the petrol station. Alright, so we've made it to the Harvester. I think it's in a place called Ousley. But yeah, a couple more people have turned up. It is trying to rain every now and again, and we are going to go and get some breakfast at some point. But while it's not raining right at this moment, let's wave the camera about and I can give you a good look at all the cars that have showed up to this meet. Starting with Barry's really cool Orion. Absolutely love this thing. Sitting on the 16-inch Mondeo rims. It's got what I think is an RS turbo kit round it. I might be wrong, but yeah, this thing's running a Z-Tech turbo lump. What an awesome machine. Loving the spotlights on the front. Cheeky West London Classic Ford sticker on the windscreen. And yeah, round the back, got the boot spoiler on it and stuff. Such a cool car. Loves letting it live on the rev limiter as well. Actually, Barry's on TikTok quite a lot, so I'll leave a link to his TikTok in the description. Definitely check it out. Next along, got a really cool beige Mk2 Escort moredoor. How mint is this thing? Loving the brown vinyl roof. Sitting on a set of mini light alloys. Mini lights look good on everything. Got the full length chrome bumper with the overriders. Loving the little AA sign. This thing is really tidy. Beautiful brown interior in there. And check out the old school speakers on the parcel shelf. Wow. I'd love for Heidi, my other moredoor Mk2 Escort, to look this good one day. What a beautiful beige moredoor. Two-door Mk1 Escort next to that. Loving the really wide RS style alloys. Check out the Larry Pinto lump in the bay, running on Gen V throttle bodies. Really cool alloy rad. Loving that stainless steel exhaust manifold. And check out the really cool camber adjustable top mounts. Yeah, this thing's stunning. Loving the white on the wheels. Quite original looking interior with the low back seats. Disc lock, a must with these cars. Beautiful Mark 1. I bet it goes really well with that fuel injected Pinto in it. Next along, probably my favourite Mark 1 Fiesta on the scene at the moment. This is Smoothie, that's owned by Dean Cutler. And just check out that beautiful crossflow in there, running on side drafts. Loving the orange accents around this. If you've been watching my videos for any length of time, you would have seen this thing on my channel. Orange accents throughout. Loving the low back seats. Check out the colour-coded Momo steering wheel and the orange trim on the dash. Loving the orange cage, orange fuel cell, covered in stickers, and it's even got a CB radio. Yeah, this thing's awesome. Dean's actually on YouTube, so I will leave a link to his channel in the description. Next along, Paul Tucker's Larry Crossflow powered Mark 1. Absolutely love the crossflow lump in this. Got a beautiful Edwards exhaust manifold. But yeah, next to that, another moredoor. This time a Mark 1 moredoor sitting on, what are they, RS wheels or Capri laser wheels maybe. And this one's running a Z-Tech lump. Lovely stainless exhaust manifold. Twin choke Weber by the looks of it. Really cool alloy rad. Got a bias pedal box by the looks of it as well. Yeah, really cool. Check out the low back seat. Still got the rear seat. STR steering wheel. I've actually got STR steering wheels on both of my Escorts. Red fluffy dice in the back, loving that. Yeah, moredoor Mark 1. Next to that, we've got my old banger junk moredoor, looking a bit better than she did yesterday because I actually gave her a wash. And yeah, check out the disgusting ST170 setup. It's going rusty. Next to that, one of a couple of ST170 Focuses that are here. Yeah, Jay and Lawrence have turned up in their Mark 1 Focus ST170s. They were both actually bought as donor vehicles, but then turned out to be a bit too good to break. And yeah, sandwiched between the two Focuses, we've got Ian's beautiful RS2000 Mark 2. It was actually painted by the same guy that painted my Mark 1. It's got a small oil leak issue on his Pinto, but you know, it is a Pinto. You need at least one oil leak, I think, when you've got a Pinto or a Crossflow, just to know that it's actually got oil in it. Moving along, got a really, really cool SAF Cosy. Check that out. Love those rims it's sitting on. Got the iconic Recaro interior in there. Do love a Cosy. Check out this beautiful Olympic blue 105E Anglia. I think this belongs to Tony. I'm useless at remembering names, but I'm always chatting to him, so shout out to you if you're watching. I remember we actually got some photos of this thing next to my Olympic blue Mark 1 Escort, which was really cool when he came down to visit me. This thing's sitting on some really wide steel wheels. Not sure if they're banded, but really like the look of them. In the engine bay, got a really, really tidy looking Pinto setup. Go around to the other side of it. As you can see, it's running on a twin choke Weber. Yeah, really tidy engine bay. Into the interior, pair of fishnet Recaros. They're really smart. Loving the wooden steering wheel. And I know I've said it so many times, but I love how these things have a colour-coded dash. In the back, it's still got its rear seat. Awesome colour combination. Olympic blue with the white roof. Now, it's no secret that I absolutely love three-door estate Mark 3 Escorts. This one's awesome. Loving the white and black colour scheme. Check out the front splitter on it. It's running a turboed CVH lump. Loving the colour-coded rocker cover. Recaro interior, which I assume would have come out of an RS Turbo. Oh, this thing's awesome. Got another ST170 Mark 1 Focus. Parked next to what I think is an ST Mondeo. Loving the yellow accents around it. Parked next to that, Jonathan's Beast 4-door Mark 2 Escort. Absolute weapon. Just over 200 brake horsepower in this Z-Tech conversion. All the bits have been made by Jonathan himself, like the water rail, exhaust manifold, engine mount, sump. And yeah, it's running on bike carbs. And it's fair to say Jonathan's a bit of a wizard when it comes to bike carbs. Yeah, this thing's awesome. Definitely check out the video I made on this recently if you haven't already. And then last, but definitely not least, Olympic blue Mark 1 Escort RS2000 with the Cibi spotlights on the front, Pinto setup in the bay, loving the colour-coded rocker cover, running a twin choke Weber by the looks of it, got the RS rims, really tidy interior, safety devices roll cage in the back, Mark 1 Escort in the best colour possible, and it hasn't been ridiculously modified like my one. It's a very familiar Fiesta. This thing's got a 2-litre Z-Tech pump in it. I think those wheels are a new addition. I think everyone else has already eaten, and I don't want to be in a situation I've been in before at some of these meets where we go and eat and then everyone starts leaving. So yeah, we'll probably eat somewhere else on the way home. But I see the beige moredoor's now got its engine bay open. And check out the tidy crossflow setup. Awesome. HPE built by the looks of it, running on side drafts. Check out the HPE stainless exhaust manifold. Love how they've powder coated the radiator black as well, just to keep it looking original-ish. I reckon they should powder coat the catch can to match. Anyway, before people do start inevitably leaving soon, I think I'm gonna get my gimbal out, cue the music and get some glam shots. Looks like a couple of people are firing their engines up and getting ready to make a move. That Mark 1 RS sounds really smooth. That's how they're supposed to sound. Just missed the turbo 3-door estate. You have a late arrival, another white Mk2 Escort RS 2000. Pinto lump running 44 IDFs. Well, that concludes another awesome morning with the West London Classic Ford crew. Massive shout to everyone who came out today. It's really cool that even though it's winter time, the West London Classic Ford crew always have meets going on. And yeah, it's really cool to catch back up with everybody. I will leave links in the description to the West London Classic Ford's Facebook page, and I'm not sure if they've got an Instagram, but if they have, I'll link that below as well as any TikToks or YouTube channels from any of the guys that were there today. Massive shout out to Jonathan and his missus for coming up to West London to come out to play this morning. But yeah, awesome morning. Shame we didn't get any grub, but I didn't want to risk us eating something and then coming out and everyone had already left. Now I am still currently getting out and about and filming loads of videos about other people's cars. So yeah, I'll probably be putting Maude back in the garage and forgetting about her for at least a few weeks. This is actually pretty much the only time I've driven her since the drift day, which was, what, nearly a month ago maybe. One thing to mention before I go, a lot of people have been getting in touch with me and asking me what the price is for, you know, buying this car, buying Esther, my Mark 1 Escort, buying Heidi, my moredoor Mark 2 Escort. Now, I mentioned in a recent video that I might be willing to sell Heidi But ultimately, everything's for sale for the right price. But there isn't a price. These things aren't for sale. But, you know, like anything, if I get an offer good enough, then I may be willing to sell. So if you have got in touch asking me what the price is, sorry that I've ignored you, but there simply isn't a price. I don't want to sell any of the cars. It's just that if I got an offer that was good enough, then I may be willing to sell. Heidi especially, but you know, everything's for sale for the right price. In terms of some of the parts that I showed you that were for sale, yeah, I've had a few people inquire about all of those parts, to be honest, but you know, nothing's sold as yet from, you know, today, me recording this video, but ultimately it's first come, first served basis. So if you are one of the guys that have sort of planned to come down to pick these parts up but actually didn't manage to get down to me, you know, nothing's sold until it's sold. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that. Me and my beautiful girlfriend Kat are now going to go and find somewhere for us to eat, something healthy, of course. We don't do McDonald's and all that crap anymore. So that's all I've got for this video. If you did think it was any good, please do give it a thumbs up and a share. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Do click subscribe and activate the notification bell if you're new to keep up to date with all my future uploads. And check the links in the description to follow me on social media. I'll leave a link to my own website down there where you can check out my regular blog posts, get your hands on some official Marcus Hayes merchandise, or order parts for your cars. And if you don't see the parts that you need on my website, just drop me an email and I'll source the parts you need from one of my trusted suppliers. My email address will be in the description of this video as always. Massive thanks to all my patrons for your ongoing support. But other than that, until next time, from me and my beautiful girlfriend Kat, thanks for watching.